Dude, I am done spending in Raid Shadow Legends on Forge Passes for the time being, because this current Forge Pass is just not looking that good, man. I don't know, maybe I'm tripping balls, but as soon as I saw this set bonus up in here, right, the set bonus, it looks pretty good, by the way. As a newer player, I can understand you're told all the time to be getting as much speed on your champs as possible, so you see this instinct set bonus, wow, 12% plus speed, you also ignore 20% of enemy defense. Really, really solid set bonus compared to the crap that you get in the early game, right? But new players, let me tell you something. You always want to be doing your research and your homework on just how good rewards are from any kind of given event before you invest a crap load of in-game resources, or in this case, real-life resources into the event, right? And let me tell you something. The Instinct set is very, very middling in power, okay? It can help you out a lot in the early and mid game, but it will always be outscaled the further into the game that you get. And what do I mean by that? I mean that if you just head into your forge building here and we scroll down just a wee bit, we will eventually stumble on into the lethal set, which, by the way, I can only craft crap for the lethal set right now because I just haven't found that many pieces for it. But if you check the bonuses on the lethal set right here, it's 10% crit rate and plus 25% ignorance of enemy defense, okay? And given that you're going to be equipping this kind of gear on your damage-dealing Nuka-style champs, that plus 10% crit rate is probably going to be more valuable to you than the likes of plus 12% speed on an Instinct set. There's just better synergy between the stat line on the lethal set versus the stat line on the Instinct set. Now, it's not that the Instinct set is bad, again, it's just that you will grow out of it probably a little bit quicker than you think. Now, real quick, I don't want to make out like I'm some kind of crazy genius for figuring this out. And oh, the lethal set's not worth it, man. Not worth it, you know? I did the math, blah, blah, blah. I literally just Googled artifact set tier list Raid Shadow Legends, went to hellhades.com, and oh, there it is right there, man. Like, there's the Instinct set right there, you know? And where's the lethal set? Oh, there it is. In S tier. The lethal set is really good and it's farmable in Doom Tower. It's going to take you a bit longer to get your hands on it, but that's okay, man. You're in no goddamn rush, right? Now, I'm not telling you how to spend your cash at the end of the day. What you spend your money on in Raid Shadow Legends, and if you choose to spend it all, that's your business, right? Maybe you feel like the Instinct set is just enough of a boost to your account to be worth it anyway, and you want to get your hands on all of the extra little free rewards that you get along the Forge Pass, including the experience boosts, by the way, which again, are worth a lot. It's not that the Forge Passes are strictly bad, but still, it pays in the long run to be informed about what kind of stuff you want to sink your resources into. Now, a very easy way to get your hands on some free resources is to go ahead and abuse promo codes, specifically the good old GameLeap promo code, which will get you 10 free experience brews, 100,000 silver, and you know it, a free energy refill. If you haven't used this code already, go ahead and get it used in there, man. Or share it with the rest of your clanmates so they can cash in on these free rewards too. It also helps to support the channel, so it would really mean a lot. In addition, if you're looking to start off a new Raid Shadow Legends account, or maybe like a new free-to-play adventure or something like that, make sure you do so by clicking on the promo link down below at the top of the video description. Doing so will unlock access to the free Epic Champion Juliana completely for free on that account, as well as a whole bunch of starting rewards. This is the best way to start off a fresh new Raid Shadow Legends journey. So hey man, all I'm saying is that the biggest warning I could possibly give to new players, heed me if you will, is that, dude, everything in Raid Shadow Legends should be considered a resource. Everything. Whether it's literally the cash in your real life wallet, or whether it is any resource in the game, including items, including shards, including champs. Speaking of shards, actually, there is currently a 2x shard event active right now for primal shards. And this is another thing when it comes to managing your resources, there is always a correct time to be spending your resources, right? And that means that most of the time is the wrong time, okay? You've got to be very, very specific about when you're spending stuff, especially the harder to get resources. And just to make it even more complicated, these kind of priorities of when you spend your resources are going to change over time, okay? If you're a very, very, very late game account, you're probably looking to pull your primal shards during 2x chance events to maximize the chances of you just getting those mythical champions that are really going to make a dent on your account and make a good difference to your account. Whereas for me, as a newer player, and probably for most people watching this video based on channel metrics, well, you probably want to be saving all of your shards, right? It's fine to pull some mysteries every now and then, and you know, if you need to keep your champs topped up and you're leveling food and stuff like that, that's whatever. But Ancient Void, Primal, and Sacred Shards, you want to be saving the crap out of these constantly. Never open these no matter what, until you need to open them in order to successfully get through a fusion event, right? As a new account, basically every fusion that drops in Raid Shadow Legends, every monthly fusion legendary that becomes available, you're going to need every shard you can get your hands on to get through the Summon Rush and Champion Chase events during those fusion events. So this is all just a very long-winded way of saying, don't be tempted. God damn it. These 2x chances on the Primal Shards, dude, you're much better off just getting a guaranteed solid fusion legendary every month, even if it means just never pulling ever, no matter what, and just saving all of your biggest shards to get through those fusions. Finally, on items being a resource, this is something we should all be done with, because let me tell you something, I am done wasting silver on items myself. I've got a couple of items here I want to use as an example on the crown jewel of my account, which is the good old and enviable Archer Queen. On this happy little piece of Relentless headgear right here, should I have maxed this all the way up? I don't know. That's debatable. I think it's solid for a 3-month-old account, right? To have on my best provoker on the account. I think that it's fine. The flat stats obviously kind of suck. Double percentage health roll speed. Not bad. I don't regret too much taking this up to 16, but something I'm going to start doing in future is, before I take an item up to 16, I'm going to hit the upgrade button. I'm going to go into Ascend, and I'm just going to spend the 60 oils to see where the Ascension bonus stat goes. Now, if this was to go into Attack right now, I'd be pretty sad, because I want to use this on a tanky champ, man. It's percentage health, you know, it's just not good if it goes Attack, right? Oh, okay, it went HP. That's not too bad. Defense would have been fine. HP, also fine. I now get to not regret taking this up to 16, you know? Now, is it really the biggest deal if it went Attack? On my account right now, not really. It's still one of the better pieces of headgear that I've got for the Relentless set, so it wouldn't be too tragic, realistically. But still, this is one thing that you can do, is just roll your Ascension on your gear, see where the bonus stats go, and then decide from there if the stat is desirable and if you actually want to take that item all the way up to 16. For example, on the happy little shield right here, we actually rolled this and it rolled straight into flat defense, man, which I'm pretty damn stoked about. And in addition to this, dude, this is such a horrible habit of mine, which I've just recently fixed, by the way. I had champs in all... Look, what's this doing? What's this doing here? Get this off. I forgot about this, man. There is currently a 100% gear removal cost event active, right? So it's completely free to remove your items. This is a big saving grace. If you made the mistake of equipping items to crappy champs that you're just using in like faction wars or something like that, and they're like a level 30 champ or something, use these events to remove these items and kind of undo that noob mistake. You don't want to be equipping items almost ever to champs until they are ready to go, until they are ready to be used in the content where you want to use them. This is like obvious stuff, by the way, to more seasoned players, but again, I know there's a large percentage of players who have been playing Raid for less than 3 months, who watch this account, who are just starting out, right, who watch this channel. And yeah, unless it's your starting champ, just don't go equipping items to any old champion, okay? If you're equipping items to like a level 30 guy, and you think that he's going to be solid and that's grand, I can guarantee to you that by the time you get that level 30 champ all the way up to 60 and you've maxed him out, whatever items you equipped on him, you've now got better stuff and you're going to have to pay silver to remove his items. Just going back to Archer Queen, it's not cheap, man. If you want to remove an item without this gear removal cost event active, it costs like 100k to remove a 6-star item, you know? It's not cheap. And so hopefully this all kind of acts back to the overarching point of this video, which is just a stray thought that I had today. And that is to consider everything in Raid a resource and understand the one golden rule that there is always a correct time to spend your resources. And 95% of the time is the wrong time, you know? Anyways, man, hopefully this warning is going to help some folks out, some of you newer players out. If any veteran players are watching this video and want to chime in, by the way, with any kind of tips or advanced rules or whatever that you would share with newer players in Raid Shadow Legends to help them get started and help them avoid any potential pitfalls in the game, that would be awesome. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you all did enjoy. Make sure to hit the promo link down below at the top of the video description to start a fresh new Raid Shadow Legends account with a free epic champion and a whole bunch of starting freebies. It will be awesome. For now, do enjoy the rest of your day, and I'm going to catch all of you guys just a tad bit later, man.